What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Monday, December 9th, 2024. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I appreciate you all very much. Hope everybody had a great weekend. And I hope you're ready to get this week started because Monday kind of starts off with a pop. Kind of poppy. We've been dealing with a moon in Pisces for the weekend and dealing with Saturn and Neptune, and could have been surreal or dreamy, or also kind of leaving us feeling a little emotional and maybe down a little bit. But I think as we come into Aries today with the moon and make a really nice sextile over to Pluto and then over to Venus, and then conjunct the North Node, I do think there's sort of a burst of sort of emotional energy that can be wanting to find identification and direction about different things that maybe we've been emotionally contemplating, or different stories that are starting to kind of unravel themselves. I think a lot of this is more internal. I don't think it's necessarily a pop of like you got to go start some huge project today, but I do think it's like a start of kind of feeling more comfortable within the identification of the frequency that's been shifted into, if that makes sense. And sort of like being able to kind of nurture ourselves into this uniqueness that's being found. And it's like everything's a little weird, but it's almost like Monday kind of gives us a nice shift into like, oh, starting to kind of understand this more on an interior basis. And I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable, and it's helping me to relate, helping me to understand others, to understand myself, to be objective, and ultimately to kind of find freedom to be how I'm supposed to be right now. And I think that that's kind of where this, a lot of fire in the chart. And Mercury retrograde is going to be trining Mars for a long time. Mercury retrograde at 9 degrees. It's only going to come to 6 before it stations direct in about 6 days. And yeah, a nice little drawn out trine there. Both retrograde, but very introspective, of like a lot of creative understanding, a lot of like bigger picture knowing, intuitive sort of listening. And I think today's like really, it's in tune with that. It's like really getting the download and then kind of seeing what to do with it. And maybe it's not about the start of it today, but maybe it is for some people. And I think it's more of just like feeling in alignment with where things are going. And I think that that can feel very empowering. I think with the sun coming into 18 degrees and starting to really trine over to Chiron and meet up with Eros, I think there's a passion here to explore ourselves and to go through the healing process and really start to come into this story or this new adventure that kind of can feel like it's unfolding in some way. And I love that. And I think that we're kind of getting to a place now where it kind of feels like there's a pop in the right direction. And I think that this Monday kind of gives us that. And Venus is starting to sextile the North Node and trine the South Node. And it disposits the South Node, of course. So I feel like I think we're in some weird ways with this Venus in Aquarius, some unique, odd way, we're coming into more of a balance point. It's almost like we're solving a really interesting equation from internally that's ultimately helping us to understand ourselves better. And maybe that's why we get to have these retrogrades right now, is to really understand our passion, our drive, how to listen to the whispers, trust that, so that we can really start to write the story. And I think we're starting to see like where chapters are getting sort of outlined here, and where things are actually going to be expanding, and where things, maybe were never meant to expand. And I think we could be finding comfort in the start of whatever chapter is getting written, and kind of also seeing a little bit of the future of what the chapters are going to be like, and also kind of how comfortable do we feel with that? And maybe we're getting internal pushes to make little adjustments and tweaks to be adaptable to change things too, and to not be so maybe stuck. I think if anything, we're going to be stuck on sort of improving. And I hope that's where everybody's at today. And the moon will finish the day with a trine to Mars. And it's with the North Node too, right? So it's like we don't want to get angry. We don't want to get, upset, especially at ourselves. We definitely want to use information and feeling right now, because it's showing us how to move, where to move, what to move. It's giving us the proper verb that we might need. Whether we have to use the verb today or not, I think we're understanding what action needs to be taken moving forward for the rest of the week. So, hope you all have a great Monday. And we'll see what the card is. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. Bitcoin. Oh no, is Bitcoin gonna go down? Oh no. um, I don't know. It feels like we want to remain curious to kind of really find what is valuable in our life right now and what we're putting our investment, capacities into, whether it's a time investment, monetary investment, whatever it might be. I think we want to like listen to kind of where our intuition is saying something needs to be paid more attention to, either dropped and let go of, or focused in on more. And I do think we start to get some answers and identification to what that might be that's better for us in the long run and helps us kind of have a better understanding and expression in how we communicate certain things that we want out of the rest of, not even the rest, but just the start of the story that's being written. Love you all. Have a beautiful Monday. I'll see you all Tuesday. Much love. Peace.